Okay, very good morning all of you. Where we have stopped our discussion, if I'm not wrong, exceptions, we have written some program. Am I correct? Great. How do you define an exception? An unusual event happening in the program because of faulty input, which will lead your program to an abrupt termination or abrupt termination, which is very, very dangerous to your program. So that is why you have to handle it. And this topic, we call it as exception handling in Java. So this exception handling, will do it with the help of two people. Who are those? Try and catch. How to do it in yesterday's class, we have seen. With this, let me proceed further and code our next program. What is that if you ask me? Let me get my Eclipse. This is how my Eclipse is looking like. Beautiful. Let me get my program. This is launch. And all of these lines, I'll just eliminate it. Great. So now, let me start coding it here. What is that, sir? Go on watching this. System.out.println. Within double quotes, whatever happens, first you have to establish the connection. I will tell it as connection established. Beautiful. Now I want the input from the user. That is why you need a scanner facility. I will tell it as new scanner. Inside this, I will tell it as system.in, like this. Beautiful. Now for this, I will give the reference as scan, not scam, scan. What type it is, if you ask me, it is of type scanner, like this. Okay. So now it is telling you to import. Let me import it. Scanner facility is ready. I'll hit enter. I will tell system.out.println. Within double quotes, I will tell enter the number 1, like this. So looking at this, you will enter first number. That you should scan it by telling scan.nextInt, because you're scanning an integer. I will take it and put it inside one variable. Which variable is that, sir? It is A. It is of type what? Integer. In the same way, I want my number 2 and I want to scan this number also. How are you going to do it, sir? Watch it. So these two lines, I will copy them. I'll hit enter. I'll paste it. I will tell it as enter the number 2. I'll scan it and I'll put it inside a variable which is B. I will take this A, I will divide with B. Whatever the result I will get, I'll put it inside C, and what type it is, you should tell it is integer. Now I want to see what is there inside the C. System.out.println of C. This is the program we have seen in yesterday's class. Am I correct? Great. So what I'm doing here, I'm doing division. After that, what I did yesterday, I've created an array. Am I correct? I want to do all the programs which I've coded in yesterday's class. All of them I want to take it and put it in one program. And let us see how different kind of exception will occur and how to handle them. I hope all of you are understanding what I'm trying to tell. If you have practiced, you will understand what's this. I'll come here and what I will do is, I want to create an array now. How, sir? Arrays are objects, new. Inside this array, I want to store an integer, and this array should have a size n. And this size, you should take it from the user now. How is that? Watch it. I'll hit enter, and I will type as system.out.println. Before I create an array, I will ask, enter the size of an array, like this. Like this I will tell. Looking at this, you will give a size. That I should scan it. Size should always be an integer. I'll scan this integer and I'll store it inside a variable which is n, and n should be an integer like this. Whatever the size you have taken it from the user, that size I want to put it inside an array like this. Wonderful. You give 5, 5 array size 4, 4 array size 0, 0 array size like that. Wonderful. Now I will give the reference for this array. How is that, sir? Like this. And this array is referring to one guy. Who is that, sir? One dimensional array of integers. So my array is ready. Next, what, sir? If you ask me. Now, I want a data. What I want? I want a data. Now you'll ask me, why you want a data? That data, I want to store it inside an array, which we have seen in yesterday's class. So what I will do, I will hit enter, and here I will ask system.out.println. Within double quotes, I will tell it as enter the data to be inserted, like this I am asking him. Looking at this, he will enter the data. Your responsibility is to scan it. So I will scan it and I'll put it inside one variable. Which variable is that, sir? It is a data, and what type it is you should tell. What type it is? It is an integer. Very good. Now what you have? You have an array. Am I correct? Let me show you with the help of my iPad. What's this? You have created an array. Assume that this array is having a size 5. This is an array. Wonderful. ARR is the reference I will give. And 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And all of these have the indexes. What you did is, you gave a data that is 100 and you have put it inside one variable. Which variable? Data. Again, in yesterday's class we have seen. Very good. You have this data, you have this array. This data you have to take it and put it inside one index. Not in all the index. This index is a 2, 3, 4, 5, where you should ask it from the user. That I'm going to do it now. How is that? Watch it. I'll hit enter. I will tell system.out.println. Within double quotes, I will tell enter the index where data to be inserted. Like this. Like this I'm telling. Beautiful. Looking at this, you will give an index. So what you should do? You should scan it by telling scan.nextInt, because indexes should be an integer. I will take it, I'll put it inside a variable. Which variables are? Index. What type it is if you ask me? It is integer type. Now, you have an index, and let me show it to you. This is the index. And you have given index as 3. Means you have an array, you have the data, you have the index. Using all of this, you can store it inside an array. How is that? Watch it. I want to reach this array. How you do? ARR. I want to store in 3. Where is this 3? Index. Beautiful. Index. I want to take this data, 100, and I have to store it in that particular index. And that, I'm putting it there, data like this. This is my program. And after doing all of this, let me terminate the connection. System.out.println. I will tell it as connection. Connection what? Terminated, like this I am telling. If you notice, my dear students, I have done there multiple programs yesterday. I have divided, I have created an array, I asked for the data, I asked for the index, and I have stored the data inside that particular index. Separately I did in yesterday's class. Today I am going to merge all of the programs and see how my Java will react to a different kind of exceptions which are getting created in one program. How it will work, sir? Watch it. Let me execute this, if in case I save it. Before I execute, let me get you something. What is that, sir? This entire program, I will represent it in the form of a rectangular box. And here, so many lines you have. So many lines I am telling it. Like this. And all the softwares, I will keep them ready. Runtime system, default exception handler, and 100% my JVM is there to execute your program. All the softwares are ready. Brilliant. It will go on executing my program now. How is that? Watch it. If in case I save it and execute it, connection established. Enter the number 1, I will give it as 100. I will hit enter. Enter the number 2, I will give it as 10, like this. Faulty input or proper input? Proper input. 10 will come and sit inside B. A is 100, B is 10, value is 10. It will come and sit inside C. You will get the answer as what? 10, and it will ask me enter the size of an array. Really, sir? What's this? I'll come here and I will hit enter. 10, enter the size of an array. Beautiful. 5 I will tell. Hit enter. When you tell 5, this 5 will come and sit inside n. Means now this 5 will come and sit inside this array. Means when this line is getting executed, there will be an array created of size 5. Really, sir? If I hit enter, an array is created. Now it is asking me enter the data to be inserted. I will give the data as 100 and you hit enter like this, that data came and sat inside this variable. Now it is asking for this index. Let me give the index as 3. If I hit enter, this index, it is scanning, it is placing it here. What is the data? 100. Where you are putting it in? ARR of, what is index? 3. ARR of 3. ARR of 3. Here, that 100 will come and sit, and that is what I am showing it to you. Like this. Now, I want to see, really is this 100 is there or not? I want to see it. So before I execute it, what I will do, I will just print that data now. How is that, sir? ARR of index. I want to print that 100 data which is there here. Beautiful. So let me save this and re-execute it. You know the story. 100, enter the number 2, 10, enter the size of an array, 5, enter the data to be inserted, 100, enter the index 3. If I hit enter now, this data is stored inside that third index and you are printing it now. Really, sir? What's this? If in case you hit enter, you can notice 100 and connection is getting terminated. Means what is happening in my program? Very simple. In your program, all these lines have executed properly. There's absolutely no unusual event happened in your program. No unusual event, no exception. No exception means no abrupt termination. It's a normal termination happened there. Beautiful. Now, let me go to case 2 and let us see how it will work. How is that? I'll execute this. Enter the number 1. I will tell there 100. Hit enter. Enter the number 2. 0. Correct input or faulty input? Faulty input. 0 will come and sit here. 100 by 0. Unusual event. What will happen now? What will happen now? I will show it to you like this. There is an object. And this object, I am showing it to you this way. There is an object. Which object is this? Exception. But particularly, precisely, you should tell what kind of an exception is that. It's an arithmetic exception. This arithmetic exception which is created in your program will immediately go out to this runtime system. It will come to the same program and check for UDH. Tell me, in this program, do you have UDH? No. No means this object is taken back. This object, it is taken back. And it is given to whom? Runtime system. And runtime system will give control to whom now? Default exception handler. Your default exception handler is here. He will catch it. Means now, if I hit enter, default exception handler will come into picture. And that is what is happening there. Beautiful. What's this now? I'll close this console and I will re-execute it like this. Great. So now it is asking me enter the number 1 again. I will give it as 100. Where I'm giving it? Okay, let me give it here. 100. I'll hit enter. Enter the number 2, 10. Proper input or faulty input? Proper. Hit enter. Properly it is working. Enter the size of an array. -5 I will give. Is it a proper input or faulty input? It's a faulty input because array size can never be negative. So this -5 you are scanning it and where you are putting it in? Inside n means here -5 will come and set. Array which is having a negative array size which is impossible in Java. Means now here an unusual event happened and that is what I am showing it to you. So unusual event happened in your program and it happened here. Beautiful. And this object which got created exactly at this line, what kind of an object is this? Negative array size exception object. You should be very, very precise. You cannot be simply exception. You should tell it precise what kind of an exception is that. Beautiful. Now what kind of an exception? Negative array size exception. Now immediately this object will go out. Where it will go? Runtime system. It will come to the same program and check for UDH here. Do you have UDH here? No. No means this object will go back to my runtime system. And it will go. It will go to whom? default exception handler, and it is here. And 100%, who will catch it? My default exception handler will catch it. Really, sir? Watch it. If in case I hit enter, that is what is happening there. Understanding? Beautiful. Now you watch this. I close this console. I will execute it. And now enter the number 100, proper input. Enter the number 2, 10, proper input. Enter the size of an array, proper input. Enter the data to be inserted. Tap I will give. Is it a proper input or faulty input? It's a faulty input. Means now this tap, who is scanning it? This fellow is scanning it. He is there to scan an integer. You are giving a string. Mismatch in the input. Means now it will lead to an input mismatch exception, and that is what I am showing you there. This is input mismatch exception. Immediately it is getting created at this line, not this here. And now it will come out. Where it will go? Runtime system. Come to the same program and check for UDH. Do you have UDH there? No. No means it will go back to the runtime system, and to whom it is given? Default exception handler. Really, sir? Watch it. If in case I hit enter there, you can notice input mismatch exception you are getting. Very good. I will save this. I will execute this. Enter the number 100, proper input. Enter the number 2, 10, proper input. Enter the size of an array, 5, proper input. Enter the data to be inserted, maybe 100, proper input. I'll hit enter. Enter the index where data to be inserted. Can you please tell me what is the size of an array? 5. Means your index is starting from 0, it is going till 4. Let me go out of the bounds now. How is that? It is asking me enter the index, and I will give the index as 8 like this. Do you have the index which is 8? You don't have. So what will happen now is this 8, if I hit enter, this 8 will come and sit here. This data which is 100, it should be present in ARR of 8. Where is ARR? Let me show you. This is my ARR like this. And you can notice there is no index which is 8. Means it will tell that this is impossible. That is what it will tell you. And it will get an exception. What kind of an exception? Array index out of bounds exception is what it will give. Really, sir? What's this? There is an exception here, and this exception got created in this case. If I have to show it to you in my program, exactly here, there is an exception getting created. Immediately it will come out. It will go for UDH. No UDH. It will come back again. And it is given to whom? A default exception handler. If in case I hit enter, that is what you are going to get now. Array index out of bounds exception. If you notice there, in one program there are so many exceptions are happening, are getting created. Every single time you give the faulty input, it is going to generate exception n number of times, even though it is just one single program. In all of these exceptions which is happening, think and tell me, my program is going to which state? Is it terminating normally or is it terminating abnormally? Abnormally. And if you are leaving your software to go to this state, then your software is a very dangerous state. And what you should do? Even though an exception is happening here, your duty is to take care of your software, because you are the Janmadata of the software, right? You have created it. You should take care of it. Even though something happened to the software, you have to take care. Means you should handle the exception. And how to handle? Using try and catch. Now, that is what I will do it. Really, sir? Watch this. I close this console and I have to give try and catch. How? You will give. What's this? Number 1, I should give try. Try you should give wherever the risky code is there. I should go on analyzing the risky code line by line. Here risky, here risky, here risky. Means from here till here there is a risky code. So that is why all of these lines, leaving line number 8 and line number 26, I will take all of them and put it inside try. Risky code. Really, sir? What's this? From line number 9, I will take it. Line number 25, not 26, 25. I will take it, put it inside try. How to give try? T-R-Y, hit enter. Open curly brace, close it. Inside this, you put it here. Who is there now? Try. That is, Laila is there. I have to give Majnu also now. That is why an error there. There is no Majnu. Let me give catch there. Catch, I will tell what you're catching. An exception like this, E, I will tell. One fielder I will keep there. Beautiful. I'll open this, close this, and here I will tell system.out.println. Within double quotes, I will tell it as some problem like this one message I want to tell. And let us see how it works. Are you guys ready for this? Wonderful. So for this I need it. Let me get it for you. So at this point of time, default exception handler is free now. Beautiful. What's this? If in case I save it and execute it, what's this? Enter the number 100, enter the number 2, 10, enter the size of an array 5, enter the data to be inserted 100, enter the index with data to be inserted, I will give it as 4. If you look at all the inputs, anywhere 40 inputs are there, no means catch block will never ever get executed. Really sir, what's this? If in case I hit enter there, 100 connection getting terminated. This is a proper input even though you have a try and catch. But this is what I don't want. I want to give a faulty input there and see how my program will react. Enter the number 1, 100. Enter the number 2, 0. If I hit enter, 100% you know the story already that there is an exception getting created. But this time in your program, you have given what? UDEH. UDEH, what is the full form of it? User Defined Exception Handler. That is the full form of it. Beautiful. Now, this exception object will immediately go to runtime system. It will go to your program and check for UDH. Now you see here, do you have UDH here? Yes, you have a catch. Means this fellow will catch it and he will keep it in his pocket. The same thing I am showing it here. He will catch it like this. And all the lines under this will execute properly. Really sir, watch it. If in case I hit enter there, you can notice there is some problem and connection is getting terminated. Got this all of you? Is there any doubt? No doubt. Okay sir, next what? What's this? I will re-execute this once again. Enter the number 1. Before I do this, let me remove this. Great. Enter the number 100. I'll hit enter. Enter the number 2. Maybe I'll give a proper input 10. Enter the size of an array -5. What kind of an exception is this? Negative array size exception, and that is why it is leading to an exception here like this. Immediately this exception will come out to where? Runtime system. It will go to your program and check for UDEH. You have catch? Yes, means this fellow will catch it. Means all these lines will not execute because here only this object is coming out. Directly where it will go? It will go to catch. So he will catch it and that is what I am showing here. UDH will catch it. Really sir, if in case I hit enter, some problem. And what is getting terminated? Connection is getting terminated, means you are handling an exception. Wonderful. Now I will re-execute this. Enter the number 100. I'll hit enter. Enter the number 2, maybe 10. Enter the size of an array 5. I will hit enter. Enter the data to be inserted. Tab I want to give. I want to hit enter. Think and tell me. Is an exception is getting created? 100% yes. What kind of an exception is that? Input mismatch exception is getting created in your program. Immediately it will come out. Where it will go? Runtime system. It will come to the same program to check for the UDEH. Do you have UDH there? Yes, means this fellow will catch it. The same thing I am showing it here. This UDH will catch it now, like this. Great. Really sir, watch it. If in case I hit enter there, see UDH is catching it. Some problem and connection is getting terminated. Wonderful. Next what sir? I will save this and execute it. Enter the number 1 I will give a proper input, 100. Enter the number 2, proper input. Enter the size, proper. Enter the data, proper. I will give enter the index as 8 like this. Is it a proper input or faulty input? Faulty input means there is an exception getting created here in your program. Means now immediately it will come out and now it will check for UDH in your program. Do you have UDH? Yes, that is the catch block. He will catch it now. Since he is catching it, the same thing I am showing it here. He will catch it and he will execute now. Really, sir, if in case you hit enter there, some problem, connection is getting terminated. So now if you look at this program, my dear students, whatever the exception is happening here, whether it is arithmetic, negative array size, input mismatch exception, array index out of bound exception, whatever exception it might be, it's all is handled by how many catch block? Only one catch block. It is having the capability to catch all the exceptions in Java. That much powerful it is. But I want to ask you this. Each and every time when this catch block is getting executed, what output you are getting on your output screen? Some problem. I want to ask this question to each one of you. What is that problem? When you gave 0 as the faulty input, some problem you got. What is that problem? I want to know. What is the problem? You are dividing a number by 0. It should give me a message as give non-zero denominator. It should give me. Is it giving me? No. Some problem means what? Whenever you give the size as 5 there, are you getting an output telling that, hey, you are given a negative array size, please be positive? Are you getting that output? No. Some problem you are getting. What is that some problem? When you gave an input mismatch or when you gave tap, it should give me that, hey, you are entering tap, which is a string input. Please give me an integer input. It should give me. But what it is giving me? Some problem it is giving me. What is that some problem? How should I understand as a developer? What is that problem? Whenever I give out of bounds that is 8, what it is giving me? Some problem again. And I need a proper message telling that, hey, you are going out of the bounds. Please give the index which is proper. But what it is giving me? Some problem. Means what my expectation on this software is. 2 things. Number 1, my program should terminate normally. Number 2, it should give me a message properly based on the exceptions what is happening there. These are my 2 expectations. What is the first expectation? Terminating normally. Is your software terminating normally? Yes. First expectation is reached. What is the second expectation? Proper messaging. Is it giving the proper message? No. Means second expectation, I am unable to reach it. Now what I should do is, I should code my program in such a way that I have to get these 2 things no matter what. Question arises, how are you going to get it? What's this? Now tell me, how many try, how many catch? How many try, how many catch? 1 try, 1 catch. Means 1 Laila is there, 1 Majnu is there. Story is going quite good now. Right? Now, I told you yesterday, the suspense I told you, hey, it's not only 1 Majnu. There are so many Majnus are there behind 1 Laila. And all of those Majnus, I am giving it to you now. If I have to speak technically now, this 1 catch if you want to give, you give. Multiple catch block if you want to give, that also you can give it in Java. That also possibility is there. Really, sir? Watch it. First and foremost thing, I don't want catch now. Only Laila I will keep her ready. Laila is ready. What is Laila? Try. Means all of this risky code, I took it, put it inside the try. That's it. No change in the try block. Let me give the catch block there. I'll give, sir. Watch it. I'll come here. Let me increase the size of this. I'll come here, line number 30. I will give catch. Previously, what it was catching? Exception. Don't tell exception. Instead, tell it precise exception. How is that, sir? You tell there arithmetic exception. And some people face difficulty in spelling arithmetic exception. How should I tell? Very simple. You tell there ARI. You hit control space, it will only give you, it's an arithmetic exception. Beautiful. Now, I'll keep on filter there, that is A. I will open this, close this, and here, I'll print one message, system.out.println. I will tell it as give non-zero denominator, like this I will tell. Okay, sir, very good. How many Majnu now? One. How many Majnus are there? Really, sir? Watch it. I'll come here, I will give another catch. And this catch, I want to give it as this. What is that, sir? It is negative array size exception. You give a filter there, that is B. I will open this, close this, and I will tell it as system.out.println within double quotes. I will tell it as B positive, please, like this. Okay, sir. Next what? I will come here and I will tell another catch block. And this catch block is there to handle one guy. Who is that? To handle input mismatch exception. I'll keep one filter there, that is C. I'll open this and close it. And I will tell it as system.out.println. I will tell it as open your eyes. And please give. Please, I will not give. Request and all is not there. Open your eyes and give the proper input like this. Awesome. I will give another catch there. How you give it, sir? I will come here and 100%. I will take the cursor and put it in the line number 46. And I will tell catch. What do you want to catch? Array index out of bounds. How is that, sir? I will tell you. Array index out of bounds exception. You give a different filter. That is a D. Very good. I will tell it as system.out.println. Within double quotes, I will tell it as be in your limits, like this. This is the message I want to give. So you can notice there, how many try and how many catch? One try and how many catches? 4 catches are there. And can you please tell me how these catch blocks are looking like? First catch, arithmetic exception. Second catch, negative array size. Next catch, input mismatch, array index. You have told all of these catch block precisely, but this is not the end. A good programming practice is precisely telling all these exceptions, but at the end, you have to give a generic exception block. You have to give it. What is a generic exception block? Let me show you. What's this? I'll come here and I will give here as catch. What do you want to catch, sir? I want to catch an exception. I will give a reference there, that is E. And here, I will tell it as system.out.println and I will tell it as some problem again, like this. So this is a generic exception block. So now you'll ask me, sir, previously you told this and you told that this should not be the case because I want the output properly. But why you're giving this again, sir? I will tell you why it is very important to give this generic exception block at the last. At the last you should give. Why is that? I will tell you. You should have some patience. Brilliant. What's this? How this will work now? I will save this. If in case I execute it, enter the number 1. Let me give a proper input there and let me see what output I will get. 100. Enter the number 2. 10. Enter the size of an array. Enter the data to be inserted. Enter the index, maybe 4. I will hit enter. 100 connection terminated. Means all the input are proper input, and that is why there is no catch block getting executed. Am I correct? Wonderful. Now I will close this console and now I will execute it. When I do that, enter the number 1, I will give 100. I will hit enter. Enter the number 2, 0. If I hit enter now, how it will work? How it will work, sir, if you ask me, what's this? Oh, my object is here. Good. If in case I hit enter, this 0, who will scan it? Who will scan it? B will scan it. He will come here. A by B. What is A? 100. What is B? 0. Here what? It will create one report first. All of that story you know. So now what it will do? It will create one object. And immediately it will come out. And where it will come out? Very good. It will come out in R2 runtime system like this. This is my runtime system. It will come here. This runtime system will go and check for UDH. Can you please tell me, do you have UDH there? Yes. Means now, these are the catch blocks present in front of you. Question arises, where this object will go now? Very simple. It will go in a well-behaved and disciplined way. Means this is the first catch block. This object will reach to the first catch block. Can you please tell me, what object is this? Arithmetic exception object. Tell me, what is that? Arithmetic exception. This object, this fellow matching. If both are matching, he will catch it and keep it in his pocket. Means now, this fellow will execute. You will get a message as what? Give non-zero denominator. Now, what about all of these catch blocks, sir? If one catch block is getting executed, that's it. No catch blocks will execute now. Means there is a Swayamvar going for Laila. There's so many Majnus came, but at the end, who won? Only one. Rest all, tata, bye bye, that's it. Sensing this much means this fellow caught it. Means all of these catch blocks will go home. Means they will not execute. Then what will execute, sir? Watch it. All these catch blocks will not execute, but at the end of the catch block, what is the line? Connection terminated, that will execute. Really, sir? Watch it. If in case you hit enter there like this, you can notice there, give non-zero denominator and connection is getting terminated. What were my two expectations? Normal termination. Normal termination. Second expectation? Yes, proper message. Are you getting a proper message there? 100% yes, proper message you're getting. Got this, all of you? Beautiful. What's this next? I'll close this console now. I will save this and I will execute it. When I do that, enter the number 100. I'll hit enter. Enter the number 2. Properly I will give 10. Enter the size of an array, -5. If I hit enter, you should tell me where that is happening. It is here. Am I correct? Tell me what kind of an exception will occur here? Negative array size exception is occurring. Means what kind of an object is this? Negative array size exception object. Means immediately it will go out. To whom it will reach? Runtime system. It will come and check for UDH. And 100% you have UDH here and it will start from the first catch block. Really, sir? Watch it. The object is going. It is going. It is going. It reached here. What kind of an exception object? Negative array size. Who is he? Arithmetic. No matching. It will proceed further here. What kind of an object? Negative array size. Who is he? Negative array size. Means this fellow matching. He will catch it. He will keep it in his pocket. Now, what is the output? B positive is what you get. One catch block executed. That's it. No catch blocks will execute now. Really, sir? Watch it. If in case you hit enter there, you can notice B positive connection terminated. Got this? Is there any doubt? No doubt. Tell me, two expectation. Number 1, normal termination. Number 2, proper messaging. Both of them you got it. And how you got it? By using single try and multiple catch blocks. Beautiful. What's this? Let me re-execute this. Enter the number 100. I'll hit enter. Enter the number 2. Maybe I'll give 10. Enter the size of an array as 5. I will hit enter. Enter the data to be inserted. Tab. I will hit enter like this. When I do that, think and tell me where the exception will get created. Exactly, this exception is getting created here. Am I correct? What kind of an exception is this? Input mismatch exception object is this. Immediately it will go out. Where it will go? Runtime system. It will come and check for UDEH and it will start from first catch. Really, sir? Watch it. Arithmetic exception. Matching? No. Come. Negative array size. Matching? No. Input mismatch. Matching? Yes. Matching means he will catch it. That's it. If he catches it, he will execute it. What is this? Open your eyes and give the proper input. This is what the output I will get if you hit enter like this. Open your eyes and give the proper input. Got this, all of you? Wonderful. If in case I save it and execute it again, enter the number 1, 10. Enter the number 2, maybe. Okay, 100, enter the number to 10, enter the size of an array 5, enter the data proper, enter the index with data to be inserted. 8. Is it faulty or proper? This is faulty. If this is faulty, 100%, there is an object is getting created at this line. What object will get created? Array index out of bounds. Immediately it will go out. To whom it will reach? RTS. And now this runtime system will check for UDH and so many catch blocks are there. It will go here. Matching? 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 What about here? Yes. Array index. Array index. He will catch it. If he is catching it, he is getting executed. And what output you are getting there? Be in your limits. Really, sir? What's this? If in case I hit enter there, be in your limits, connection terminated. Got this, all of you. So this is how you can code a single try and multiple catch block. Means one Laila, multiple Majnus are there behind her, but only one Majnu will get a chance to marry her. That's it. Getting this much. See again, my analogies just to understand. Remember. Okay. What's this? I close this console. Wonderful. Now, the question is, everything is fine, sir. What is the need of him? Why you have given him? What is the need? Need, I will tell you now. Watch it. What I will do, I'll come here and I will give this something. What you want to give? In the line number 26, that is the line I'm having, I will hit enter. And what I will do, this ARR equal to null. This is what I want to give. Some small change I have made. Okay, sir. How this will work, sir? Watch it. Great. So now it is asking for the index. You took the index, you put it here. And after that, what you are telling? ARR equal to null. Let me show you first. Where is this ARR? Here we go. This is my ARR. Tell me, ARR is referring to what? An array. Am I correct? Arrays are object. Arrays are object means it should have a particular address. Means this ARR is carrying what? An address there. Am I correct? When you tell there ARR of index, how this will work? ARR means what it is having? 1000. You reach here. What is the index you told? 3. At the third index, 100 your story. Means you are reaching this array only because of him. That is ARR. But what you did now, you told ARR, you should be null. Means this is ARR. You don't have 1000. You should have what? Null. And that is what I am telling there, like this. Means now this array is not referring to this, but instead it is grounded because you have given there none, right? Means now what kind of an object is this? Garbage object, because this is an anonymous object without any reference long way back. Anyhow, so now this object is gone, it disappeared. This is how your array is looking like. And now what you are telling, after ARR equal to null, you are telling ARR of index equal to data. Tell me, where is an array? It is gone and dusted. It is done and dusted. Am I correct? What's this now? This is a small change I made in my program, and let us see how this will work. What's this? I will save this. I will execute it. Enter the number 1, proper input. I'll hit enter. Enter the number 2, 10, proper. Enter the size of an array, 5. Enter the data to be inserted, 100. Enter the index where data to be inserted, 4. Because you're thinking that you have an array of size 5. His 4th index is there. If in case I hit enter, now enter the index where data to be inserted. This is the line. What index you have given? 4. So 4 you are taking it and putting it here. And after that what you are telling? ARR equal to null. Means it is pointing to null now. Means there is no array. But what you are telling? ARR of index. The Java is telling, hey boss, you have only told that you don't want an array. It went. But you want to access an array. How is that possible for me? Means this is an unusual event for me now. Means there is an exception in this line. What kind of an exception is this? This is known as null pointer exception. What is that? Null pointer exception. Because your ARR is pointing to null. That is why. Means now this object will immediately come out. And where it will go? Where it will go? It will go to runtime system. Let me get it for you. This is my runtime system. It will go here. Good. It will come here. Now it will go back to my program to check for UDPH. Means first it will start from arithmetic exception. Are they matching? No. Are they matching? No. Are they matching? No. Are they matching? No. Are they matching? Tell me, what kind of an exception is this? Null pointer. And I told you, if you just tell exception is such a powerful guy, whatever kind of exception occurs in your Java, he will handle it. Even though it is null pointer, he will handle it. If he is handling it, some problem is what you will get. Really, sir? Watch it. If in case I hit enter there, you can notice some problem. Means you just imagine that if in case this generic catch block is not there, then what will happen to your program? What will happen to your program? See, since you have given the generic catch block, your program is getting saved. Am I correct? There is no abrupt termination. So now what you are doing is, if in case you remove this generic catch block, what will happen to your program? Let us see. You have given the generic catch block, your program is getting saved. It is not abruptly terminating. I will remove this and see how it will work. What's this? If in case you save it and execute it, enter the number 100, hit enter. Enter the number 2, 10. Enter the size of an array, proper input. Enter the data to be inserted, proper input. Enter the index where data to be inserted, 4. If I hit enter now, 100% you know the story that there is an exception getting created. What exception? Null pointer exception. Now it will go on looking at this. Matching? No. Matching? No. It will come down. Matching? No. Matching? No. If all of them are not matching, then where this will go? Where it will go? It will go at the end. Who is that? Default exception handler. Means, if in case you hit enter there, you can notice it is going to a default exception handler. Even though a lot of catch blocks you gave there, with full of accuracy, even though you are an amazing developer, you cannot be a perfect developer. No one is perfect in this world. Am I correct? So that is why, even though you have monitored your program properly, there will be such instructions, they will act like invisible people. Wherein sometimes they will lead an exception. And if you are not handling them, it is getting what? Terminated abruptly. Means full of hard work you did. At the end, what you got is chump. That's it. Am I correct? In the same way, that should never ever happen. So as a programmer, you should always give a generic catch block so that if all these catch blocks are not catching it, 100% generic catch block will definitely catch it. no matter what, you should always be sensing this much. Any doubt in this? No doubt. Let us see, is this the case or not? Okay, let me bring back now. You should always give him at the last. Why? Why? How will answer in the interview? Why you should give generic catch block there? They will ask you. What answer you will give? Sir, as a programmer, there will be, some time, there will be some lines, an exception they will create. And these exceptions will become unnoticed. You have it handled. So just at the safer end, you have to give this exception, that is generic exception block is what the answer you should give. Got this, all of you? Wonderful. What's this? I'll save this now. And some students will ask that, sir, don't give it last, sir. Give it first. Because this fellow, generic you're giving it last. Why are you giving it last? Give it first, no? Let me see. If I am giving it first, how it will work. This catch, I will just take him and put him here, like this. How you take him, sir, if you ask me? I will take and put him here. And you can notice there, all of these lines are having an error like this. Why is that is the question. What's this now? First exception, arithmetic exception. It will go on chucking from first catch block. Which exception? Arithmetic exception. This fellow will catch it, right? Because it's generic. He will catch it. This is gone. Next, what exception? Negative array size. Who will catch it? He will catch it. Input mismatch. He will catch it. Whatever the exception is happening here, this fellow is there to catch it. Then why the hell you have given all of them? That is what it is telling. That is why generic catch block, never ever you should give it first. That will lead to an error. You should not tell, sir, this is not right, sir. Program will work, sir, but this is not how you should code. You should not tell, sir, it is an error-prone program only. That is what you should tell. Got this, all of you. Beautiful. So now, this catch, you please take it. Brilliant. Cut it. And you should always put it where? At last, like this. Sensing this much. Any doubt in this? No doubt. Great. So now you can notice there is absolutely no problem in your program. Is there any doubt in this? No doubt. So that is why this program I am calling as single try and multiple catch blocks. Am I audible? It's not audible. Now it's audible. Okay, great. So I will give you 2 minutes of time. I want you people to understand this, and if you have any doubts regarding this, make sure you ask me. 2 minutes time. Yeah, tell me, any doubts here? 2 of you? Any doubts here? Here? No, here, 2 of you? There. Here. Any doubts regarding this? No doubt. Good. Here. No doubt here. No doubt here. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, why not? You can see catch block, you can give many instructions there. All of them will execute. Means, say for example, if there is an arithmetic exception, you have to sort an array. If it is an arithmetic exception, you have to sort an array. That entire sorting of an array instruction, you can tell it inside the catch block. Not a problem. Got this. Great. Okay. So, you guys understood this. Beautiful. Now, all of this, what we have seen, let us understand this from an animated way. What is that? Watch it. So, this is my entire program. Wonderful. So, you have all of these catch blocks there. Great. So, maybe they have given a different statement there, but the program remains the same. Beautiful. So now it is getting executed. Here is an arithmetic exception. So now it will go to which catch block? That catch block, and definitely he will catch it, and that is what I am showing it to you. Very good. Next, what sir, if you ask me, there is an exception happening there. Yes. Before that, he is catching it. Great. Now, there is an exception happening here. Enter the size of an array means in this line there is an exception getting created. Negative array size exception. So this exception will go and chuck from the beginning. This is negative array size, that is arithmetic exception, no match. Means 100% it will not give. It will proceed further to the next catch block. This is my next catch block, and 100% it will go here. This is negative array size, that is negative array size. Both of them are matching, 100%. This object is gone and it will be caught by this guy. Please catch him. Beautiful. Let me proceed further, and in this line there is an exception happening there. Enter the size of an element, an input mismatch exception, because I haven't given the integer. I have given a different data. And this input mismatch exception will go on from starting. No match. No match means it will not give the control. Beautiful. It will go to the next catch block. This is my next catch block, negative array size. Are they matching? No. No means no giving of the control. Wonderful. Remember this. Great. So now this object, 100% it is given to him. So both of them are matching. Both of them are matching means this object will 100% given to him. And that is what I am showing it to you. Input mismatch exception, you go there please. Great. It will be got. In the same way, you have an array index out of bounds exception here. And that is what I am showing it to you. Yes, here. So this is array index out of bounds exception. Immediately it will go and chuck from first catch block. Is it matching? No. No means it will not give. Very good. It will go for the next catch block. This is the next catch block. Are they matching? Are they matching? No. No means control is not given. Great. It will take back and it will go for the next catch block, that is this fellow. Means now it is compared like this. Are they matching? No. So no means this is gone. Beautiful. I'll remove this, and now this object is given to this fellow now. Who is he, sir? This fellow, and 100% when it is given, array index out of bounds and array index out of bounds, this object is given to him. 100% he will execute, and that is what I am showing it to you. By executing it there, like this. Sensing this much. Okay, sir. Next word, sir, if you ask me, what's this? You can notice there, ARR equal to null, I am giving. If I am giving there, this exception you haven't handled it because you thought this will not lead to an exception. But then also your program will terminate normally. Why? Because thanks to this generic catch block. Really, sir? What's this? There is an exception happening here known as what? Null pointer exception. Means now it will go from first. Are they matching? No. No means this is gone. No. 100% it will go for the next one. The next one is, this fellow should go to negative array size exception catch block. Let me go there. Are they matching? No. No means 100% the control is not given to him. Again, it will take back and it will go to this catch block like this. Are they matching? No. No means again it will get failed. And that I'm showing it to you like this. If it is getting failed, it will take it back. And now it will go for the next catch block, that is array index out of bounds. Tell me, are they matching? No. No means this will also miserably fail. And that is what I'm showing it to you. Very good. It will take it back like this. And what left? The last fellow. Since you have given a generic catch block, you have taken care of your program. This generic catch block is going to catch all sort of exception. Means that I will take it and put it here. Means 100% this fellow, that is null pointer exception, will 100% go there, and this fellow will catch it. Sensing this much. Great. Next what, sir, if you ask me, what's this? Great. So now I have to show you something. What is that, sir, if you ask me? If you look at my program, my dear student, this is my program. And if you look at this program, all these instructions from line number 9 to line number 66 or maybe 60, all of these lines, where you're telling it in which method? Main method. Means this is how exceptions will work if you're giving all these instructions in the main method. Say for example, I want to give all of these instructions in a different method. Say for example, I will create one class and the name of the class is a demo. Inside this, I will create one method known as alpha. That is the name of the method. What name you want, you can give. Inside this alpha method, I want to give all of these instructions like this. Means how my exception will work now. Because now all of these instructions are not there in the main method. It is there in the different method. Now how your program will work? Will your program work same how it worked like a main method, or will it work in a different way? So that we'll take up in the next class, because that is my next topic known as exception propagation inside a stack segment. I will take it in the next class. Is there any doubt in today's topic? No, right. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.